So, Ebokk, the people want to know.
Be careful.
What happened in the hallway. I would like you to take it, I would like you to tell the story, and I would like Stace to ask you questions, and also Asia, if she sits in on that, I don't know what she's doing. Are you on Patreon, or we would like you to sit down?
Yeah.
Take a seat, please.
Okay.
So the people want to know what happened. Jo, oh shit. Yeah, give me a second. What happened in the hallway? What, oh.
Wow, man. Wow. Wow. Wow.
The people want to know.
Oh, yes. You can have whatever you like. Man. You might get some fucking pussy.
You can have whatever you like. So what happened in the hallway? Started off, unscripted. You can not to hold any punches and any misconceptions and anything. We're definitely.
You sure about that, Flip?
Yeah.
All right. I keep all my disagreements with you off camera, right? So there's a perception of me as being a yes man on camera, and we got into an argument off camera. Wow. You had some words for me, and it started with me disagreeing with you. No, River.
You got a media trainer before, Bach?
Nah.
Hey, you alright?
Yeah.
So, you said you felt one way. I said I disagree, and I don't think
you can please say. I would like you to say how I felt if you remember. If you don't remember, I can. Whatever parts you don't remember, I can fill it in. We don't hide anything from the Patreonics. The Patreoners.
Well, even in that conversation, we disagreed about what it is you said. So I'll let you speak for yourself. I can speak for myself. And
What do you remember that I disagreed about?
Two things. One, that I was behaving in a fashion that you did not ask me to behave. And I'm like, we had clear-cut conversations where you told me about what it is you'd like to see from me as far as my behavior in front of the camera on this platform.
Okay.
All right? And specifically as it relates to an episode with Bible scripture, me, Bubbles, you were very detailed about this specific episode and what you didn't want to see because there's a potential there for, religious element and the channel getting flagged, and it would be bad for business if I didn't behave or take the thing serious. So I felt like that's what I did from the offset. You're not going to see me in spots where everyone else may have been joking. I was not doing that because if you took the time out to have a private conversation with me, I'm going to respect that.
Okay.
So people see the episode. People see me being hesitant to talk about fucking some 76-year-old grandladies.
About
fucking some old lady.
Getting it in.
But it's like,
let's eat, baby.
This is supposed to be the Bible episode. So it's like, why am I going to talk about that? So what people see me doing is every time I talk and I talk about why I'm not telling the story, I'm looking at you. I'm even talking about people I'm sitting next to, looking at you and being like, Flip, I'm not going to tell a story if people keep interrupting. I'm looking at you the entire time. I'm trying to communicate with you without alluding to the conversation we had on camera. You get annoyed at how I'm disrespecting my co-hosts because I felt disrespected initially. Mm-hmm. We walk outside. I explain that to you, and we disagree on that standpoint where you're like, somehow I should not have defended myself in the way I chose to defend myself, and I disagree with that. Mm-hmm. Like, I still adhered to the behavior you asked me to behave, but I'm not. Like, I gotta. If I feel like I have my hands tied behind my back, I gotta fight back in some fashion. And I followed all the rules and still got my point across to the people that I'm not gonna play with you like that.
Okay.
So, if I were allowed to respond in a different fashion, I probably wouldn't have chosen to respond to their disrespect in that fashion. But everything relates to conversation we had. So it's like, okay. So that's the first point we disagreed on. The second point we disagreed on is the fact that at some point during the conversation, you give me an option, which now I'd already communicated to you that I disagree as to me disobeying somehow rules you had set for me in terms of my behavior. So when you tell me I either have to agree with you that I violated these rules somehow, or I can leave the platform. I chose to leave the platform. Because if you give someone two options, right? And I already expressed to you beforehand, like, you're not going to convince me on this. This is what I believe. You say either believe like this or go, especially since at other points in that conversation, you told me that my behavior was bad for business and this is how you feed your family. There's no telling where a man might take some things if he feels like someone is consciously disrespecting him or his business. It goes beyond other things. So it's like, I don't even want to go there. If these are the options he's giving me, he's serious about it. So I took one of the choices that you gave me to take. And then because I took one of those choices, I took out the keys that you gave me to the studio, laid them on the table and said, I'm good. I love you. I respect you. I'm not going to shit talk anything. Like, you've done more for me than whatever. So, and then you told me that you didn't like the fact that I chose one of the options that you gave me.